Hi, today's day 5 of 16 for Swing Fit. You are going to need a rolled up towel for sure. So make sure you get like a bath towel and roll it up, fold it over long ways, roll it up. I will be using, instead of a rolled up towel, an exercise ball and a yoga block. I do need both of these. And then a set of medium weights is recommended, but not needed. Okay, so we're actually gonna start standing. I just wanna show you different ways to do cat-cow motion. So we're gonna start with you could either come to a side of a couch, a ledge, something, or you could stand freely. But we're just gonna start with our feet about parallel hip distance apart. You're gonna tuck that navel in, so pull it in towards your spine, try to draw that rib cage in. You're gonna hinge forward into a nice flat back. I have my hands on my knees because I'm not using anything to put them on. You're gonna take a deep breath in, let that rib cage move out laterally or to the side. Exhale that breath. On your next inhale, exhale, round through the spine. Tucking that tailbone in, feeling that good stretch, and release it and inhale. Create that little drop of the abdominals to the floor, and then exhale. Inhale, keep shoulders out of your ears. So this is just another way to do your cat-cows. It's a nice spinal warm-up mobility and working that breath. One more in each direction. Exhales you round. Inhales you open up. Find your nice neutral or long spine. And then you can tuck that navel in, tuck your tailbone in and round up and stand up. Okay, this is now where you need your rolled up towel or exercise ball. And you're gonna place it real low underneath by your tailbone. So real low, even tuck it in under your butt a little bit. Sitting up nice and tall, you can bring your knees more closer into your chest with your feet flat, or extend them out, a little more of a modification. I am going to start with holding on my medium weights. Medium for me are 5 pounds. So bringing my feet in a little bit, sitting up nice and tall on those sits bones, tucking that navel in, drawing that rib cage in. Shooting my arms out to shoulder height. Oh my gosh. When you're ready, tuck that navel in nice and tight, C-curve through that spine. Rolling back where you feel feedback against that towel or ball, against that little back, keeping the tummy tucked, and then round through that spine and sit up nice and tall. I'm actually just gonna start with one weight because I wanna focus on the abdominals and getting that articulation through my spine. Roll back, you don't need to go super far back, just where you feel engagement of those low abdominals, and round through that spine and nice and tall. The point is to go nice and slow here and give it that hold, keeping that tummy tucked, feeling that muscle-mind connection, and then rounding through that spine and coming up nice and tall. Again, back, feeling that feedback. So you do want the ball low enough so we're having the abdominals engaging and not necessarily resting on that ball, okay? But you can focus on those abdominals by tucking it in, rounding that spine up nice and tall. A couple more here. So really trying to curve through that lower lumbar spine area. This next one, we're gonna hold it. We're holding it back. You have those arms straight out. Maybe you have a weight in hand or just straight out with those arms. Pulse those abdominals. So you're coming up 1 inch and down 1 inch, holding it here. Little tiny pulses for 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, 2, 1, hold it. We're holding it back, tucking that tummy, draw that rib cage in. We're gonna bring the arms up and down, up and down. So working the upper abs when we raise our arms up, keeping that tummy tucked to engage the deep core muscles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms back to shoulder height. Round it up, lower those arms down. Don't lose that ball out of place. You can take a little forward fold, butterfly stretch, reaching forward. and round through that spine, come up nice and tall. Reposition that ball or towel again, making sure it's nice and low on that back. I'm holding the weight in my one hand, other hand is free. We are gonna roll back and add a twist with our roll back. So again, trying to keep the hip bones shining forward, twisting from that waist, and then coming back forward as you come up. So make sure you're getting that tuck, make sure there's no arch in that low back. As you round back, come up. So getting a little shoulder work here, getting some posture muscle work, so that mid back, working those abdominals. Now we're gonna add a shoulder press up. So as you come up, lift that arm up, bring it down, and bring it back. Up. Tuck that tummy in tight. Try to get nice and long with that spine when you come back forward. Finishing. A few more here. For 5. And again, if you're not even using that weight and just doing the motion with your back and getting those abdominals working, that's okay. But I recommend the weight. 2 and 1. Bring it back and bring it up. Switch sides. So we're just starting with that rounded back, twisting and coming forward. Now again, I'm using 5 pounds. Maybe that's just ridiculously light. You could always go a little heavier, but don't compromise your back for adding on more load to your arms. A few more like this. Make sure you're twisting and tucking. Tuck that navel, round through that spine, twist. Now we add the shoulder press. When you come up nice and tall, press it up. And if you don't have a weight, really just try to lengthen through that spine. I mean, we're doing it either way, but you can really emphasize more lengthening of that spine, holding that other arm that's free, just directly in front. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it back and up. Nice job. If you need to stretch out those shoulders quick or take that butterfly stretch to counter stretch the low back, you can take that. Take a breath, round through that spine and come on up. This is where you need to sit on your towel now. I have a yoga block. And so you could, if you're using a weight, place that weight in front of you, in between your legs, like by your feet. So you want to definitely be seated. If you don't have a towel, grab a pillow, but you want your hips up higher than your ankles, okay? So standing up nice and tall, we're gonna be working some hip flexor stuff here. I have the weight in between my feet. My feet are flexed. I'm gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna lift my leg over that weight and then bring it back over to the other starting side. So we're gonna do this. If you need to adjust where that weight is, do so, which I needed to. And I'm just creating a little arch with my foot, keeping it flexed, working my quads, working the front part of my hip flexors, trying not to lean back, try to keep those abdominals engaged. That other leg is just flexed, there for more stabilization. This becomes very difficult fast, and I see myself leaning back. I guess if you need, you can put those hands on the ground for a more supportive position. Holding this here. You can add it a little quicker now, as long as you're not shifting and rocking your back and your upper body. Feeling it burn, which is good. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pause, lift it up. We're gonna go in and out with that leg, hovering it with a flexed foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Woo! Felt a burn there. Okay, moving that weight. Again, you don't need a weight, but it just gives you some feedback on how to move your foot. sitting up nice and tall. We'll stretch this out when we're done with the side two. So flexing through those feet, keeping that tummy tucked, lifting that foot in an arched manner up and over an object. Holding it here. That other leg is just flexed foot on the ground. Tummy tucked, shoulders down, look straight ahead maybe for 8, 7, 6, 5, and if at any point you have to stop and take a break, that's fine. 4, 3, 2, this last one's really gonna burn. When we hold it up, ready, hold it up, 8, going wide and in, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Woo, shake out those legs. Okay, now we have a counter stretch. So again, moving the towel or ball out of the way, coming kneeling. We are gonna be in a high kneel position, about hip distance apart with those legs, tucking that tummy, engaging through those glutes to have that nice tall position. We're gonna go into a thigh stretch to start. So you're standing up tall, shoulders down, arms at your side. You're keeping that tummy tucked, keeping that spine in the same position. You're leaning back onto those shins and then pressing it back up. So the movement's here, getting a nice stretch through those thighs. Do not arch through that back on the lean back. Okay, you're gonna really feel through those quads, through the front part of those hip flexors to counter stretch that out. Working those quads though. If you wanna add the arms, you can lift arms and bring it back. Lift arms and back. Keep those abdominals engaged so tight. You should feel them working. Holding it here for a few more. Breathing through for 8, 7, 6, and again, if no weights, just use those arms. 4, 3, 2, and last one, and bring it back. Lower it down for a second. You can come onto that high kneel or come to all fours. Just shake out those thighs. We have one more position in that high kneel. If this knee work is really killing you, come to a standing position. Again, I have my 5-pound weights. If you want to go heavier, you could here. We're in our high kneel. I'm actually going to face you guys now. I have a nice goal post arm, tucking that tummy, engaging through those glutes to keep everything stable through my pelvis. So I'm going to bring it in and out, working the shoulder blades. When you bring it back, feel a contraction of those shoulder blades. Keep that 90-degree bend to your elbows. Try to bring those elbows together in front of your body. When you close those arms in, holding this, engaging through those abdominals, breathing here. We're gonna add on, bring it wide, hold it. We're gonna add a twist, and then bring it back, bring it together, bring it out, twist. Keep those hip bones shining forward. Disassociation of that from the belly button up with that body. Whew, I'm really starting to feel the burn here through my upper back, through my shoulders. If you need to drop weights, do so. Breathing here. Again, this can be done standing. 2 more each side. Keep on breathing, keep those shoulders down. Last one each side. Bring it back through center, close it in one more time, back out. Woo! Definitely felt that through the shoulders. Take a moment if you need to sit, stand, Stretch one arm across the other to stretch out those shoulders and the back side of your back, the upper part of your back, and then other side. We're almost done. Let's see where I am for time. I'm good, almost good on time here. Let's take one more move, no weight this time. Either standing or high kneel, hands behind the base of your skull, tuck that tummy, reach elbow towards the ground. Like you're in between two panes of glass. Just want to get a little lateral flexion. It's great to move the spine in this direction because this is not normal everyday movement that we do in our functional activities. So getting the spinal movement is keeping your spine nice and healthy. Try not to stick out your hips when you do this. Last one. Nice job. Drop those arms down. Take a deep breath. Open up through that chest. One more here. Reach it up last time. And bring those arms down and around. Roll those shoulders a few times. We worked the shoulders pretty good today. I hope you have a great day.